action. All right. Now is the fun part where we wait for people to join.
And I try desperately not to yawn through the entire thing.
If you yawn, Bill's going to get upset. He will absolutely blast you for yawning. Oh, hey, everybody. Oh, nobody's there yet. All right. Well, 20 seconds in.
I can yawn.
I got to start going. We got to go. We got to roll with it. People are going to come back to this and they're going to go, we really just wanted to know if you thought it was good or bad. And you're rambling. Well, we're rambling because this was a live feed. And we're waiting. There we go! Somebody joined! Who is it? All right. So, hey, guys. If you've been following the channel. Oh, no. 2 people left.
Well,
You said something about boobs and they left. They wanted to know if we were. It was probably like 2 random people that showed up and they were like, It says Dollywood in the title. They look like they're in bed. 2 fat people. I mean, just one fat male, and an attractive woman. Okay, all right. Well, let's get going. All right, so if you've been watching our channel, you know that we were at Dollywood, and we had a live shot there for a little bit yesterday, and we had a good time overall. But some of the things that we liked and we didn't like, we thought today we're going to go ahead and talk about those on our live broadcast. So, man, somebody keeps joining and leaving. Willie, what's up, dude? Scott is fat and Chris is beautiful. Thanks, dude. At least you didn't put fat PHAT, man. Then I'd be like, what's with Willie, man? What's that? What is with that guy? So, hey, man, hope you're doing good, Willie. We just thought we'd do today's live shot by talking about our experience at Dollywood. So,
if you can't tell, we're at home.
yeah, we're back at home. We're chilling. It's a really amazing drive. Let's start with that. That's my favorite part. So from Georgia going up to the Pigeon Forge area, we actually stayed in Gatlinburg. Holy crap, Gatlinburg is amazing. Hey, Cringy Creeper, what's going on, dude? We're good. How are you? We had a lot of fun in Gatlinburg. If you've never been there, you have to go. I was telling my dad it's a little like Helen, which is a place we go to here in Georgia from time to time. It's a little like Helen. It's a little like Lake Arrowhead in California. It's a little like it's even a little like Vegas. It just kind of has that Vegas feel where there's a bunch of let's see, Cringy Creeper says, I'm good. I just regret staying up all night because I was asleep for half the day. I've been there, man. I have done that.
Hopefully you had a good time while you were up, though.
Yeah.
You know, then it makes
playing
it worth
video
it.
games. Maybe he's a gamer. That'd be cool. So yeah, we the drive up there is like beautiful, man. It is so much fun. It's like there are so many spots like the road, parts on the road you can just turn out and oh, Willie, you been to Helen? Dude, it's fun. It's a pretty cool spot. I guess it's supposed to be really, really, really good
Christmas
for
time,
Christmas.
but we've never been up there.
We've never been up there, and it's only like I think it's about like an hour drive.
I don't
for
even know
us?
if it's on. Now
Might be less than that.
we've moved closer. It might be less than an hour.
Yeah. So, but the drive to Gatlinburg was like stunning, man. There's a part that you go through. We have to go through North Carolina. Let's see, phone game. What phone game were you playing, dude? Are you a Clash of Clans? I play Clash of Clans like crazy. Anyway, there's all these spots you can pull off the side of the road that are just stunning. But let's get to Dollywood because that's what we titled this. Can you hold it for a little bit? My arm's kind of hurting. Come on, man, be my buddy. Help me out. There you go. Right.
Let's vlog like that.
No.
Just
So, there, that's much better. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, when your arm gets tired, let me know. All right, so Dollywood. A couple of the really cool things. Have you all been to
The
Beef
beef
Jerky
jerky
place?
place?
Yes. That place is awesome.
and they've got like everything.
free samples and I think they have like gator jerky.
They have gator
They got,
jerky.
like,
They have
every
kangaroo
kind.
jerky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that place is awesome. But so Dollywood, it's a little like Knott's Berry Farm. It's a little like Six Flags. It's a little kind of like Disneyland in the sense of some of the like shops and some of the stuff that you go into. I liked a lot of the themed rides, like a lot of the stuff. Let's see, not a Clash of Clans, just random games or YouTube. To be honest, I've never played Clash of Clans. It's really fun. Yeah, Clash of Clans is like just one of those games I started playing like 6 years ago. Has it been that long?
How long it's been that long?
Okay. But Willie, I'll tell you this much, man, because you're in North Carolina. We were talking yesterday about some of the differences between Dollywood and Carowinds, and I think you saw our hey Buffalo Bill, thanks for joining, dude. Glad you can get on. Our Carowinds vlog. We got a lot of dislikes on that, and I think it's because of like us being honest at the very end. And I said that it wasn't really that good of a visit, but I'll tell you this: like I would gladly go back to Carowinds. The price is awesome. Look at this, Buffalo Bill. Could you tell her to stop? She said too. She's like, I can get out all my yawns before he gets on. But Carowinds, yeah, I want to go back there because I really feel like we need to give it another shot. Thank you. No yawning, he says. We had a decent experience there. Just like so many rides broke down and the lack of communication from some of the staff was just like disappointing. But Dollywood, when we got there, it's super clean, really, really nice. Yeah, like she will listen. Yeah, she doesn't listen to me.
I don't think I could control it if I wanted to at this point.
But as we were like walking through, we were like, okay, when are we gonna get to some rides? Like, what's going on? When we went into Dollywood, we made an immediate right. And if you're familiar with that, you go through like there's all these shops and there's like some theater things and stuff going on.
Places to eat.
Yeah, and so it was kind of this long trek. Beautiful, like the landscaping, they've got all these like small waterfalls and water wheels and all this kind of stuff. Hey, Noah's Ark, thanks for joining, guys. We're just talking about how we got into Dollywood, or the entrance anyway. Super pretty. Should have went back to yeah, I know.
Well, we're going.
Say what you always say.
We're going to Disney in October, and I will say what I always say. There is a reason why I spend an arm and a leg and go to Disney, and it's because the rides are fantastic. The employees are pretty great. It is very clean. The food tastes amazing.
You get like a consistent experience every time you're there.
There's so many things for us to do as a family, and if there is somebody who has to sit out, there are plenty of options for that person to go keep occupied while the other people are on rides.
So that's a great point. We should go right into this. So one of our top complaints, only an arm and a leg. I heard it's the 2 arms and 2 legs out. It could be if you're going to go to more than one park.
And if you have, 3 kids.
Yeah. Scott, don't worry about people's opinion because it's like people's butts. Everyone has one. They
all stink.
They all stink. No, you know what, though? You know me, man. By now you should. I don't take life very serious, and I don't care. There's that. So, what is that? Oh, TV.
We have the TV pause for, way too long.
Go see all the characters because they are fun. Tell Woody that. We will, let me mute this, guys. Hang tight 1 second. At least turn it all the way down. We had the TV pause and it just kind of kicked back on. You'd never guess what we were watching. Practical Jokers. So getting back to Dollywood, one of the things that sucked was thought we had put a quarterback in the slot over there and get the bed vibrating again. Do they even make those anymore? Those in water beds. I miss those. But we they don't have like a baby swap thing that makes sense. In fact, one of the boat rides there at Dollywood, we had to Harlow was asleep. Hey, Skyland Pierce, thanks for logging on and watching, man. We're just talking about some of the things we liked and disliked about Dollywood. And the first one we disliked was the baby swap. So as a family of 5 and with our youngest being 2, the issue that it's Mermaid Ski. Hey, Skyland. So we had to pick Harlow up, collapse the stroller, and hike up these steps because they wouldn't let you go out the exit or they wouldn't let you go in any other order. In fact, the baby has to come through the line with you. And on this one, what was it, the Rapids ride?
Yeah, it was the Rapids ride.
So the Rapids ride, you go up over this bridge, and oh no, Skyline, I hope you're. Let's see, I am sad and not as good as you. That's a bummer.
Don't be sad. You'll get the hang of it.
At least you're logged on, and maybe we can cheer you up. We'll try anyway. But getting over to the other side, they were like, Six Flags here in America. Yeah. I need to go check that place out, Bill. I've seen a lot of videos on Six Flags. I want to go there. We have one here in Georgia, and it's
a nightmare.
It's okay. It's the customer service there is terrible.
I'm
Percy Jackson, what's up, Percy Jackson? I hope that's your real name, dude.
I
I
hope
would
you're
love to
fighting
have that name.
some dragons for me
Yeah,
or something.
I look like Joey in that band. Somebody else has told me that. I'm like, I don't know if that's a compliment or not. I don't. What I look like me. I just want to look. I just want to look
I
like
just want to look like
me.
me.
Don't look
So
like
basically,
me.
in comparison, being a Disney family, when you do baby swap at Disney, you walk up to the line and you say, "This is my child that's not going to go on the ride," and they give you a pass that allows you to get through the line faster when the other family members are done.
Yes.
And at Dollywood, they make everybody stand in line together and then stand off to the side, and then the people you switch out, and then they re-go, which I guess is like, it's not terrible, but it's not convenient, especially when you have a kid that's sleeping.
Yeah.
And in that particular case, I got out of line and went and asked, like, what should we do? Because there's stairs and we have a stroller and a sleeping baby. And she was basically like, you either get out of line or you hike it up the stairs. There's nothing that you can do. And I was like, I can't come around the way that I just came around.
Yeah.
And wait until my party comes through. And she was like, nope, that's not even an option. So
Yeah.
there's things like that they should do. People should take lessons. If Disney makes so much money, everybody goes there from all over the world. People
You
should
think
take
they'd be like,
lessons
hey,
from
this is
them.
what Disney does.
We
Just
should
do the
probably
same
follow
thing.
suit.
Yeah. So like for me, it wasn't. I can pick up Harlow, I can hold Harlow and the stroller and all that kind of stuff. But the thing that was going through my mind was like, what about a single mom that's like struggling just to get through the line, right? And then she has to go up and down. And I was like, I would probably go. I'm not going to go on this ride, which would mean I'm probably not going to go to the park with take my kids, and there's just that convenience factor. So Percy Jackson, that's your real name. That is awesome, man. That is super cool. I would introduce myself as, "Hey, man, I'm Percy Jackson." Every single time. That's exactly how I'd introduce myself. I'd shake hands and be like, "Hey, man, I'm Percy Jackson." That's exactly how I would do that.
You would.
Yeah, I would.
Okay,
So,
so
what
second
else?
complaint about the park is how spaced out everything is from like one ride to the next. There's so many stores and so many places to eat that like,
That's almost what you pay to go into the park
yeah,
for.
like there's more of that than there is rides. And when they're all spaced out from each other, like it's kind of nuts because there's no flow that makes sense. You just kind of bounce around all over the place. Food is a good thing if it tastes good and it's priced right.
So Willie, I thought about you several times, dude, because I know that you had commented about the barbecue there. I didn't get a chance to try it because of how spread out it was. Like by the time we were like, okay, we need to eat, we need to take advantage of this moment now. We ended up we were in the kids section and like it was terrible. I
Or
did like
the
chicken
carnival
fingers,
area that's
Yeah.
for kids, but is
more like a
carnival.
carnival.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's enough complaining. There's more in there. But I don't want people to be like, God, they complain about everything. I mean, like the Carowinds video, this place sucks.
We were
need to
really
go back
good
there,
to that
though.
place until the very
Yeah.
end of the video.
Yeah.
I will defend that. I don't.
Yeah, you must out Scott. Yeah, I must try them out. I must do the barbecue. I should have. But the good, like some of the rides are like crazy good. That Wild Eagle ride was insane. You like sit on the outside of the track. That was really a lot of fun. The first drop is like, it's like nuts. I couldn't believe how insane that part was, or just insane the ride was overall. The other one I really liked a lot. What was the fire truck thing? Like,
I don't know what that was
there's
called.
like a firefighter.
I could look it up really quick.
Yeah, that'd be good. It's like, is it Burning Fury? I don't know if it's.
No, Blazing
No,
Fury is the one that's in the dark and is super weird.
yeah, there's a ride that's a lot like some of the stuff at Knott's Berry Farm where you're just like, like the animatronics. I noticed all they were doing was like this. That's it, like just rocking back and forth. I'm like, wow, that is amazing animatronics. Will you making steaks,
Fire
dude? Make
Chaser.
make two more. Make two extra ones.
Fire
Chaser.
Chaser.
So Fire Chaser was really, really good. There's like three parts of that ride. It blasts you out of the station. And then you go through this stuff. There's a lift hill. You go through a bunch of stuff. There's this fire scene. And then it shoots you out of the fire scene in reverse. And you end up back at the station. It's
That is the
really
only
super
roller
cool.
coaster I went on.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I did. It was really fun and it was very creative. I think overall that's the consensus with the rides is
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
it's
Super
very
creative. They
creative.
did really, really good.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Percy had a message. It got retracted. And Bill is having lasagna.
That sounds so good. God, I want pasta.
So you guys know how I was like talking about like my health and stuff, and on a couple views back, I just got a comment that said you pooped in that outhouse, didn't you? On my Instagram. Somebody knows me too well. Um, no, for those that are wondering, I did not poop in an outhouse.
The door was locked. He tried. He couldn't get in.
Stop. I just buried a hole. I dug a hole and pooped in the hole. My mom named me after the books. Oh, Percy Jackson, yeah.
See, that's super cool.
That is rad.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Yeah. Bill says he realized it's quiet or the kid's asleep. No.
No, they're downstairs. So when we go
Yeah.
on vacation, more like when we drive there and then we spend a lot of time with them in a hotel room
We're like, you
and then
stay away
drive
from the
back, we
parents.
get home and we're like, we're upstairs, you're downstairs.
Yeah.
Only come to us if somebody's bleeding or dying. Like, that's it.
Yeah, it's mommy and daddy time. Time to just relax. I want to be fat, like Joey Catone from... Is that Joey Catone? Did I just... Am I right? Is it Catone?
It's not Catone, it's Fatone.
Oh, Joey Fatone. Joey Fat 1. Joey Fat 1. That is who I am apparently, according to Willie. Thanks, Willie. He said he had to get a wheelchair. His hips hurt so bad, like walking around. Dude, I totally get it. That place is like full of hills. It's up and down. I'll tell you this.
You're walking hard when you're there, so...
When we were done, we got to... we ended up going... We had to drive back through Gatlinburg to get to our hotel. And so we decided to jump out there about 10:30, 11 o'clock last night and just walk a little bit more. The kids were still wired. They're still full of energy. And
to eat, because we didn't
eat dinner, so we ended up eating like some street food. Like, what did we get?
Nachos,
corn dog, nachos,
fries.
all the like really horrible bad stuff for you. But it smelled amazing when we were walking by. I was like, what are they doing right here? Anyway, what was the ride I want to tell everybody? Okay, the mine shaft ride. Do you remember what that was called?
No,
Look that one up too. Because you guys got to Google that. Google these rides, by the way, or just YouTube them. I always say Google, like, how old school am I? I'm not only fat like Joey Fatone, but I'm old like Joey Fatone.
That's something else I wanted to say about the park. You told me we couldn't complain anymore.
What?
It feels outdated.
It feels super outdated.
That's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
It's like,
So,
if you really love Dolly Parton and country music, then by all means,
go. Like, it's super old school.
And not that I don't like Dolly Parton and I don't like hate country music, but when we were driving up there, and I think we might have still even been in Georgia, we were like in the Blue Ridge Mountains, there was this sign in front of this like general store, big sign. We have Webkins in stock with all these exclamation points, and I'm like, dude, my kids stopped playing with Webkins 5 years ago. And
my favorite's when like a hotel has
we have
like,
HBO.
Yeah, part of their advertisement at HBO. I'm like, oh, we have to stay here, honey. They got home box office. Let's see. Bill says I'm not a huge country music fan, but I used to have dreams of Dolly Parton a lot as a kid. I bet you did. Yeah, I don't know how much that would work out now. I'd be like, what? Mystery Mine. Okay, so Mystery Mine. YouTube, the ride Mystery Mine. That was awesome. There's 2 lift hills that go straight up, and then you flip and you go straight back down. That ride was really, really cool. And then the one that we really wanted to go on was that the Burning Fury or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Itchy Hemorrhoid or something. What was it?
Like a car themed ride, but it was a wooden roller coaster.
Yeah, and that's got a lift hill that just shoots you up the lift hill. Like, you pull around the corner and it just skyrockets you right up to the lift hill. And but we found we were talking to a family in line at one of the rides, and the wife was telling me that like it's broken half of the time. I guess the company that built it went out of business, and so when there's broken parts, they have to, I guess, like probably custom make those parts, since that company no longer exists. That same thing happened in Knott's Berry Farm. They had this one ride. It was like a dueling roller coaster thing, and they ended up ripping it out of the park because that company went bankrupt. So I wonder if it was the same company that built that. But anyway, Kind
I
of
thought of two
glad.
really cool things at the park, so I have something
Okay.
positive to say.
Kind of glad that that ride wasn't open because once I heard that they went bankrupt and that they have broken parts they have to custom make, I was like,
That sounds
yeah,
terrifying.
I think I'm okay that I missed it. So, what were the two positive
Okay,
things?
two positive things. The American eagle, American bald eagle. What are those things called? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, they're bald eagles.
Okay, sorry. The habitat they have for that is like insane. The fact that there's like 8 of them all hanging out on this hillside that's netted in, and they've got like a huge habitat like to grow them and help make the species not be endangered anymore is like
That's really cool. It's
really bad.
beautiful. Yeah,
Very very
it's neat to
beautiful.
see those in person.
Especially when they're like huge. Some of them were big. And then the carousel was really like they had Scott didn't go on it, but they had really really cool. This is gonna sound so lame of me.
Horsies.
They had really cool horses, and like the animals. It wasn't just like, oh, we're horses and we're like pretty and bedazzled. Like there was a dragon.
Pretty and bedazzled.
Stop it. There was a dragon. There was a cat.
Yeah.
There was a bear. There was a rabbit. There was a horse that had fire for hair. And I was like, yes. Just kidding. I was not. I love doing that.
Yes, queen. Yes.
But like, even like Ian rode the bear. Harlow just sat on.
Oh, who cares all about all of that? Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about what ride they
It
were
was
on.
really pretty that
So-
the carousel was detailed like that.
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna say.
So Bill wanted to know what like on a scale of 1 to 10. I would give it I'd give it like a 7 or an 8. But wait, I'd give it like a 7 or 8 based on like the cleanliness. And then I want to talk about the old people working there. I have a funny story to say about that, and then we'll end it. The cleanliness of the park, the way it looked, like the staff. I'd say later in the day is when kind of like you notice that some of the trash cans would be full. They were having a hard time emptying those. But I also found out that while we were there, like they did not expect as many people to show up. It's typically not as busy. But it was like the only day on the weather app where there was no storms or no storms in the schedule. So it was like a full day at both the water park and at Dollywood, the regular park. But I'd give it like a 7 or an 8 if they charge the same amount that Carowinds charged to get in. I feel like it's overpriced. It's super overpriced for what they offer. Love the like the I love like the it's really like family oriented. They are very 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 polite, and it's a good place to go. It feels really good. It's really nice there, but there just isn't enough to offer, man.
Right,
and
it's
it makes it tough.
Exactly, Buffalo
Yeah.
Bill.
Seems you pay more for the name. Yeah,
You're paying for Dollywood.
Yeah.
You're not paying for the rides or
Right.
the content. Like,
yeah. I mean, I'm wondering if you could go there just to go to the stores, because like it was neat to walk around. It's a huge like plot of land, but there was so much more that they can do, and it looks like they're building some more stuff. But yeah, so that being said, I'd actually give it like a 5 based on the price to value. Like it's a 5. You give it a 4. Yeah, it's really bad. Like if if you're just gonna go you and your husband, you and your wife. Or you have teenage kids, something like that. Anybody that, like, for Harlow, it was kind of a waste of time. We had a special moment on the cars. There's a little car ride that you can drive around.
Disney.
Yeah, Disney
10,
all day,
10,
man.
10,
Disney
10.
all day. Worth a visit if you can get a group on it, like 50% off or something. They were doing a promotion where we paid.
We did. Everybody got in for children's price, but it was still $57.
Yeah, man. I have a very hard. I pay like $29. I'd pay like $30 per person to go there.
Yeah.
So what? Okay. So the last thing I wanted to talk about, the majority of the staff is probably mostly retirees. That are working there, and very friendly again. But I kind of felt bad, like you guys, when you go to places like that, like even when we're at Disney, we have seen some rude parents and rude people. Like they treat the staff terrible because they have this expectation that like they paid a lot of money to get in, and everybody does, right? They've got that expectation, like they want it to be good. But some things just happen that are like out of the park's control, and it's like when you complain if you go to a baseball game and the people sitting next to you are like cussing up a storm. that's kind of part of the game. Like
Yeah.
there's a part of me that goes, well, hey, like I got my kids. Don't be crazy. Like don't be an idiot. But at the same time, like, dude, what are you supposed to do? You know, it's like if you're on the freeway or highway, whatever you call it, where you live, and somebody starts drifting over. You know, everybody calls them a hole or this guy's an idiot or that has something negative to say about the person. But how many times have you done that yourself? Like started drifting over and be like, oh. George Carlin has a really good bit about that. So the getting back to the old people that work there, loved their attitude and their energy, and thought that they did a terrific job. I couldn't work there. Willie says he
I'd
couldn't
work
work
at
there.
Disney.
I could work at Disney.
I would be Cruella DeVille so that I could insult people.
You are Cruella DeVille. But there was this Ian went. So Kristen, Harlow, and Salem went on like their teacups, their version of the teacups. Oh gosh, I should say something. I'm not going to say the thing about the elephant. Maybe another time we'll share that. We I know now I have to. We while they went on that, Ian was like, "Hey, let's go check out what ride's over here." And he went on this duck. That's what it was. It was this duck ride, and this lady, she had to be in her like 70s, man. She's running the ride, and she's like, "Okay, children, what sound does the duck make? Quack, quack. Quack, quack." And I look over at Ian, and he's just like going around in circles like, dude, what did I get myself into? And then she goes, "Okay, children, look out to the mommies and the daddies and the grandparents. Now wave to them. They love that." And I'm just like, dude, what kind of Twilight Zone episode am I in right now? It's so weird. And then even while the kids like are waving to their parents, like, I'm just following what this bat crab crazy lady is telling me to do. She starts going, "Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack." I'm like, she's having way more fun than these kids probably will ever have in their lifetime. And the best part was when they ended. I mean, and I'm like, I am the jerk, dude. It was. I know I sound creepy, Willie, but the poor lady. I mean, she's probably was like felt like she was doing a good thing for. What's worth the price of admission? What's worth the price of admission at Dollywood?
No, he said that's worth the price of admission.
yeah, that piece. Hey, Kendra, thanks for joining. Yeah, that piece of what's funny, guys, is I was sitting there like, so my back is to the place. Like, there's all these parents and grandparents I'm spitting, and all these kids are on the rides, man. And I just start like laughing to myself, like as she's talking, I'm like, I'm out there laughing, and I'm looking around at the other parents, and they're kind of looking at me like, dude, you are a real jerk. And I'm like, you ever have that happen? Like, I'm that guy, like, during a movie when something embarrassing happens, I start sinking in my seat like it's my fault. I'm like, I didn't do this. It wasn't my fault.
Oh,
But, yeah, it was super weird, man. That was so creepy.
I have
So
to
Ian,
say something that's okay. Go ahead, finish.
yeah,
that.
so Ian gets off the ride, and he walks over to me, and he just goes, he looks right at me, and he's like, wait, what was the phrase he said? He was like, oh, yeah, a 6-year-old boy goes, "Dad, that was so humiliating." And I just like lost it. I started laughing. I'm like, I can't wait to tell Kristen. So what were you going to say?
Okay, so this is not park related. And if you're not watching this right now as a parent, but you watch it later and you've actually made it to the end, I want to know what you would do in this situation. What did he say?
Well, he said those kids are going to need therapy after
Yeah,
being
they
with
are.
us.
They're going to be
Like,
at the park feeding ducks and they're going to run.
quack, quack, quack. They're going to be throwing popcorn. Quack, quack. Yeah, it's so weird. Okay, go
Okay,
ahead.
so if you're a parent, or it just... I've had children say really weird, bizarre things to me in public, and I don't know if it's because I'm
Like
little.
your hair?
Yeah, my hair. Like, I don't know if it's because if I'm little, and so they feel like, oh, we can say whatever we want to this lady, or if there's like just genuine brats in the world.
Yeah.
But when we were in line for the teacup thing, this boy, not once but twice, tapped on me to tell me to move in the line. And the last time that he did it, he did this and went, "The line is moving. Would you go?" And he's like, "Are you gonna move anytime soon?" And like, literally, no time had passed at all. Like, it had just barely happened. And I turned around and I looked at his mom and his dad, and I just went, "Oh my god!" Like, I don't know Like, I would smack one of my kids if they ever did
Oh
that to
man.
somebody.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Hey
not
lady,
okay.
go. You are holding up the line. There's like 5 feet between you. And yeah, Kendra says, "Oh my gosh, that's so mean." Can you like I get some kids like they don't have a filter, but like as a parent, like if my kid says something or does something, I'm like, "Hey, don't like Buffalo Bill says you should have smacked her." Was it a little girl, or a little boy?
It was a boy.
Yeah.
And, like, his dad, even
It's like,
when we very
what?
first got in the line, like, it moved like two people. And I was waiting for Harlow to tie. She was doing something with her shoe. I don't know what she was doing. She was messing with her shoe, so I was waiting for her to stand up.
Yeah. William says the world's going to pot. Same kid's gonna run the place, and you know what's funny? So I actually talk about this a lot with a lot of the reps on my team for my job. Like I know, like you take a lot of those retirees that are working there, they were looking at the generation under them and just going like, we are so screwed. And oh, look at Percy Jackson's siblings are named after the book characters too. That is
That is
awesome.
so
That
cool.
is rad. We used to name all of our pets after Friends characters or Buffy the Vampire Slayer characters.
True.
But yeah, so I know that like my grandparents were looking at my dad's generation going like, "Oh dude, we're not going to survive." And then my dad's generation was looking at my generation going like, "We are screwed. Like this is the planet, like, oh crap." When Spaceballs landed, they're like, "There goes the planet." That's exactly what's happening. And then like I'm looking at my kids' generation, and yeah, you're right. And the generation that's like, and I'm just like, what in the world? Like the millennials guys, don't
Just
get me
stop.
started on that.
Just stop.
Yeah.
Just stop.
So
talking.
so anyway, yeah, it's crazy to think where we're going. We can't be this whole place cannot be here more than another 100 years. That's my belief. Okay, Dollywood is going to last forever though because it's so old school that even when when everybody else is gone, Dollywood will still be there. They'll still be playing the same country songs that they were playing, and those old people will still work there too. And you'll have a lady going quack quack, quack quack. Oh my gosh. Percy says he's got a girlfriend. I don't know what the girlfriend's name is. He's got a girlfriend that's named after the girlfriend. I have a funny story I'll tell you real fast. We knew a guy. His name was Justin, and his last name was Case. And his cousin's name was Anita. Kendra says Dollywood is old school, but she loves it. It's fun. It really is good overall, guys. I mean, it's worth a visit if you've never been. Okay, so Justin Case, his cousin's name was Anita, and she dated a guy named Don with the last name Key. Justin Case, Anita Donkey.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
Want to hear something really weird?
What?
What's your mom's name?
Joanne.
What's my dad's name?
Scott.
What's my dad's mom's name?
Joanne.
So I married Scott. My dad's name is Scott. His mother's name is Joanne, and my dad's mom's name is Joanne.
Creepy.
A little weird.
Ooh, quack quack.
Quack, quack,
Quack quack.
Okay, for real, I'm tired. I'm hungry, and I'm trying so hard to be like, "Hi, I'm Quack,
Oh, this is a good look. We should just do this. I think we should go live one day. And just respond to whoever types anything. He's hearing the Twilight Zone music in the back.
Yeah, it's in my head. It's coming out.
All right. Well, we're gonna leave. I should tell the one story about the girl since I started saying something about it. And then we'll go because we're 34 minutes in. This is amazing. Annabeth, that's her name. I guess your parents are crazy over those characters, but I like it. That's very cool. No, that's cool, man.
Really cool.
That's your guys' thing. That is your family's thing. That is awesome. Own it.
Yes.
We go on the Dumbo ride, right? It's not Dumbo, it's the flying elephants, but that's what? It's Dumbo. And I get myself, Ian, and Harlow, and so it's the three of us on this elephant, and they fill up all the other. I know. Bill, how many people yawned when she did that? By the way, I'd love to know. No, please don't go, Kendra. We're at 35 minutes. I'd love to hang out, but we got to get
longest live stream.
I know we got to get dinner going, and but go back and watch some of our other vlogs, and then it's like you're hanging out. And because you're here, you're part of the Neverlander family. So now you can go around and you can tell all your friends I'm a Neverlander. And when they go, what? You say, yeah.
You just
check
point
them
them
out
our
on
way.
YouTube.
Yeah.
They are awesome. That dad is like, He's like a fat version of Joey Fatone.
Joey Fatone is fat. You're like a skinny version of Joey Fatone.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look him up.
He's
Willie,
the
I'm
guy
gonna.
that's on the Impractical Joker show
See,
at the end.
oh my gosh, that guy is huge. Oh man! All right, William, go get grub. Have a safe trip home. Thanks, William. We are home.
We are home. We got home like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah. So, all right. So I'll end this and then we'll close it out. So we get on the ride. There's three of us, and all the other Dumbos are filled up, and she walks around and she goes, the girl working there, and she just goes, "Can't allow three on the ride." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And like Harlow is like 2.5, really, right? Like she's not a third, she's like a half. And I'm like, okay. So I look around at all the other elephants, and they're all filled up. And so I'm kind of like, give me something. Like, give me a thank you, Kendra. Willie feels bad now. She is tired. She's always tired.
I
She's
am
always
always
tired. Willie, I'm just poking at you, man. I don't. Again, you can tell me I look like anybody. I don't know. I don't care. Anyway, so I'm kind of looking at her like for advice. Like, what do you want me to do? You know, like with the three. I'm like, okay. So I look at her. I'm like, should we just get out? And she's like, I don't have any more elephants. I'm like, okay, I guess we're just gonna get off the ride. And one of the kids goes, awesome like teenager actually. I think he's about 14 years old or so. He's like, hey, he could ride with me. And bye, Kendra. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye.
So Ian went and rode with somebody else. But I was like, dude, give me an option. Like, I wouldn't do that. You know, like somebody comes into my work, I'm like, you can't wear them shoes. All right, well, what do you want me to do? I ain't got no more shoes. I was just like, you work here, like, give me an option. All right, that's it. We're done. You going to sleep? All right, Kristen's out. I'm done. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I don't know if I'll end up, because we couldn't get any footage of any of the rides. I don't know if I'm going to use what we did record, because it's just kind of us walking around and do a vlog. We'll see. But we will be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call your friends, tell your family, tell everybody to just log on. You guys have dinner and you can just watch us. Just eat your food and look at this weird couple and maybe their kids. And then, I don't know, it shouldn't last 37 minutes like this. 4, 3, adios, 3, 2, 1, babe!